Hello, my name is Nathan Buchholz. I usually post on this channel things like video essays, but I want to be doing something a little bit different. So November is NaNoWriMo month. What that means is it's a time for authors to write about 2,000 words every day to try to finish manuscripts that they've kind of had sitting around and on their heart for a long time. I know a lot of folks, I know I'm guilty of this, I've always had that, I've got this great idea for a book in my head, and NaNoWriMo is one of the ways that you can kind of motivate yourself in order to get those words on the page. Now, I've been writing for a long time. Since I was a kid, I have completed 2 manuscripts, one that was done when I was 14, which will never see the light of day, and another that is gone through several processes of revisions. Because it was my first book, I decided to write an epic fantasy, and I decided not to outline it at all. But all that being the case, what I am going to use this month to work on is a new project that's been on my heart, which very simply is if you took the movie Alien and those books Aragon that a lot of us read when we were kids, and it's going to try to cross the two over and see if it works. But the real point here is to kind of show my process and how I try to write and get my thoughts and ideas on the page. I've always had struggles with writing consistently, so I'm hoping that NaNoWriMo can be helpful for me to actually just get that first draft into existence, so then we can go from there. So my goal is to complete the manuscript by November 30th, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to update and make it so that even if I don't make that goal, I'm still going to post this and still talk about my experience. I think that it's good and worthwhile to try to do something even if you don't succeed. And so I'm hoping I'll succeed, but I'm going to post the video regardless. So without any more introduction, here is my NaNoWriMo journey. So they often say the hardest part is starting. Well, I've started my first day. Got a little bit of a late start, November 3rd, election day. So a little nervous about that. Tell me how it turns out from the future. But yeah, I got 2,100 words done today. So tomorrow I will try to continue to build on that. And I'm hoping to write every day this week, and we will go from there. But a good first day start. So, quick update. I did not write yesterday, was pretty sick, also was the day after the election. So I'm going to try to write some more today. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a sprint, which means I'm going to go for the next 30 minutes. I'm going to write as many words as possible to try to get to my target, but no distractions, not doing anything else, just writing. So I'll let you know how it goes. And I hit my target today. I'm very happy about it. Wrote 2,000 words today. Still a little bit behind about where I'm supposed to be if I want to be writing, I believe it is 50,000 words by the end of the month, but a good day all in all. So today I am very excited because I wrote my 2,000 words and I did not feel like doing it. It was a Friday afternoon, really didn't feel like continuing to work. And also just like this part in the story, I'm like trying to build momentum, but it's really difficult right now. I think a lot of people talk about writer's block, and it's not so much this is a block, it's just you feel like sometimes what you're writing just isn't good, but the only way to figure that out is to write it down. So it's really hard to like push through it. It's like a wall. I always heard writing is like trying to drive up a mountain in the dark and the fog. And you can't stop, because if you stop, you're never going to get to your destination. But it's really hard to figure out where you're going while you're going up. You got no idea what you're doing. You're just trying what you think works to try to get to the top of the mountain, because you think the view is going to be worth it at the top, even if you're pushing through the fog. I'm excited because this is my second day in a row of writing early on in the process, and I did it, and I hit my word count, and who knows if any of those words are good, but now they're there. Now they at least exist. Now I at least can look at them. So looking forward to tomorrow and hoping you build some of that momentum, because once the momentum gets going, that's when the writing process really gets fun. Daddy is trying to work. Yeah, you do not care about that. See what I have to deal with. So daylight savings time is happening, and that sucks because now it's dark at 5:30. And you know they've done scientific studies that says the more light hits your eyes, the less depressed you are. And yeah, Haley left for like 2 hours this afternoon, and it went downhill. So I wrote during that time, and it was really difficult. It was very hard, but I got my 2,500 words in, which is good. You want that to. That's a sign that my word count is increasing, that I'm building up momentum. So, you know, it's good that I managed to do it even when I wasn't feeling great today. So I feel good about that. But I will keep you all updated, and I am excited to see where this is going. This is what I'm really excited about. I've written 12,670 words so far. Here's all of the days that I've written. And that is a quarter of the way to my 50,000 goal. See, it'll even give me the percent. It'll say 25.34%. So I hit my target twice over today. Wrote about 4,300 words. Got to accelerate a little bit to finish up here at the end. Yeah, I'm probably going to win NaNoWriMo. The issue is just that my book is going to end up extending probably a little bit past that. I'm trying to figure out how to come to terms. Do I want to try to really push in order to finish the book before the end of December? Or is it going to be more of a, yeah, I got most of the way there, but there's still about 20,000 words that are left. So, well, I'll keep you all updated on what I decide. Writing came easy today. Momentum is building. And that's gives me a little bit of hope for what might be possible in the future. So it is November 23rd, and I had probably the best writing day I've had so far. I wrote 4,319 words today, which is usually about double what my normal output is. It's good. I'm starting to get closer to the end of the story, so I'm picking up some real momentum. So it is 2 in the morning, and I have just hit 50,000 words. I have completed the NaNoWriMo challenge, and I'm pretty happy, pretty tired. Probably gonna sleep soon. It feels good. The only problem is my manuscript is still not done. So I started with 30,000 words. I've added about 50. Only problem is really it needs to be about another 18,000 to 20,000 words of work, but I am hopeful, and I am hopeful to get it finished, and this video will probably extend all the way until I finally finish the book. But I am real happy tonight. I actually finished the book. Yeah, it was a lot more than the 18,000 words I thought, and it's really funny looking back now at some of the video essays in late November where I'm like, I'm really close to the end. Is that, no, I wasn't. It took about 30,000 more words after NaNoWriMo, and finally I managed to finish it right at the new year. So here it is in its Staples overpriced printed out full glory. It is large, it is hefty. I am happy because it does represent about 6 months of work. I started drafting it in August and just finished this January. As far as how long it is much longer than the 50,000 NaNoWriMo. This manuscript is clocked in at 109,000 words, which makes it bigger than one Hunger Games, but smaller than one Twilight, which, if I'm hearing correctly, is the only units of measurement publishing companies use anymore. So I'm excited to put this on the shelf for about a week or two and do something else with my time instead of worry and wonder about am I ever actually going to finish this draft. But as far as, NaNoWriMo, I think that the writing every day is super helpful. Now, I will say I did not write every day. There were certainly days I took off. I generally was very productive in spurts of between 5 to 6 days, and I take a day off here or there, which I think really is the best way to do it. It really is going to come down to whether or not you like writing slowly, writing quickly, if you're an editor as you go or not. I am very much not. I gotta write something and then I not think about it until I come back to it later. But the experience was something I would certainly recommend. And, you know, the little serotonin hit of, hey, I wrote the right number of words today, my little bar is creeping towards the end, is certainly gave me a little bit of extra motivation in order to finally get this manuscript done. That's the thing, you know, writing, the only way to get better at it is to write. And even if this doesn't end up being a book that anyone else sees, or if I fall off and don't finish, you know, editing it, it's still good to get that experience and that practice. And that's certainly something I would say was a great experience going through Nano. That was basically my journey. Next up, developmental edits. Do I know how to do that? Absolutely not. But we'll see where it takes me. I certainly believe in this story, and we'll see what the next steps for it are. But I will say, I can talk a lot about trying to drive up a mountain with the headlights out. When you finally get to the top, and when you get to where you get to look at this and all that work that you've been putting into, it does feel good. You should enjoy that moment.